Hey, what's going on, guys? J1X here, and today we're taking a look at Takara's Transformers Masterpiece MP-12T Tigertrack. So this is the fifth time I've had this mold. One of them is a knockoff that I do have, which is Goldie, just because they never came out in those gold Lamborghini colors, which I kind of wanted, so I ended up buying him. But it gives me a way to kind of show you what some of the differences are between the official and the KO, in case you guys were kind of wondering or want to know what to look for. But I don't have a KO of Tigertrack. I wanted this is the only KO that I have in my Masterpiece collection, or I think total. No, I have 2 KOs in my entire collection. Anyways, but with this guy, he does come with a couple of things. So he does come with these pile drivers, which you can see they are hollow on the other side. So probably never use these. He does come with his shoulder cannon, which is exactly like red alerts and side swipes, and then he does come with a blaster, which I believe is exactly the same as well. These two can combine. You just plug that in there, and you can see you got this port here. There's a little hole there, just like all the rest. Plug that in the top, and this can move up and down a little bit, and there you go. Now you got some ridiculous like cannon on a Lamborghini. So we're gonna take that off. I never display them that way. I mentioned that I think in every review. I think it's a little bit silly, but there you go. Now, as far as the car itself, it's pretty much what you've seen. I've done this. This is the 5th time I'm doing a review on this mold, so I'm going to go kind of quickly with it, but just kind of cover the stuff that is, just about Tigertrack here. I do see this is the 3rd time that they use this mold, because I believe it was Sideswipe, Red Alert, then this guy, then G2 Sideswipe. Those are the only official ones. But you can see that there's, a little bit of gap here. But this is the first time that they did one of these smaller vehicles instead of, the larger ones like MP-10 and, MP-11 and stuff like that. So in Soundwave. So this was the first small one. So the mold is not as good as like Wheeljack or maybe even the Datsun guys, but still, I love this mold. I love the Lamborghini Countach. Everything looks nice about it. And I've transformed it back and forth just once, just so I can make sure that I was doing it and it didn't come out that way factory. But so a little bit of gap in there, not that big of a deal. Take it on to this side. Only complaint that I have is there was a little paint chip. It's a little unfortunate, coming out of factory that way. But other than that, it looks really nice. The problems that I had with Sideswipe is his reds were like, like this was the color, same color red as this one, but it was totally different from this, and which was totally different from that, which was totally different from that. So with this guy, all the yellow is all the same color yellow. So that's a big plus for me. Everything looks really nice though. If you look here on the back, you can see the Lamborghini Countach and, all the nice lights and stuff like that. So some of the other things that he comes with, obviously directions, which I don't have to open up. He comes with his little collector card, and then he came with 2 of these Autobot symbols, which I'm probably not going to put on him. So since he was, didn't have those. Anyways, to do one comparison, it's the same mold, but I think I'm going to get a new background. But here he is with the G2 Sideswipe, so you can kind of see those two side by side. He's the only one I wanted to transform. Alright, and to transform this guy now, I'm probably just going to go from this to robot mode. I've done this transformation back and forth on, like I said, all the other reviews, so we're going to do this one kind of quick. First thing we're going to do is come in with these tires, do that. Then we're going to pop out with these doors. I want to do this just in case it's the first time that you've, maybe getting the mold, so I could help you. Come on, there you go. And you're going to come out just like so with this. Press down here, press down there, and then pop that. You want to press down so you don't chip those little things there. And you can just come out about that far. Okay, and then you're going to separate or untab that and just lift that up. And you're going to let all that be up there. Then with this, go ahead and disconnect here. Go ahead and separate there. You're going to turn here, and that's going to allow you to open this up. If you don't turn this first, then you're going to end up like messing this up. The same thing with this one. come all the way back. With this section here, I'm going to come all the way down now. There you go. And you'll feel it won't go any further. With this section, you're going to grab this. There is this piece that'll come out. There's a tab right there. It'll fit in right there. There's a tab on top of my finger, which is going to fit over that. So we'll just line all that stuff up. Bam, bam. There you go. And then you can pull that up. Pull that foot up. Pull out the back. Fold that over. And this little thing here, pull that down. Do the same thing with this one. You're going to open that up. Tab's going to fit in there. That's going to fit on top. And it's all about lining that stuff up. There we go. Push that up there. Down the foot, that in the back, and pull that forward. And there you have the legs. You're going to come down with the waist section there. We're going to go ahead and move these arms up into this position. And with the back here, this is something that you'll notice on the KO is whenever, or if it is a KO, it's going to have problems coming all the way back and like clicking into place. And then whenever you come forward, this is going to click over here. It has a problem doing that as well. So this is very, very solid. That's clicked into place. That's a strong connection. That's a strong connection. And then this tab is going to fit right up under that front license plate. There's a little hole there. That'll fit in there with ease. That's something else that the KO does not do. It didn't fit in there at all. I actually had to take a little knife to the inside of this guy's hole so I could open it up a little bit more. But he still has the problems, which I will show you so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Then with the arms, you're going to come down with those and just kind of fold those out. You open this up and get your hand. If you want to use a pawl driver, then you just leave that on there and there you go. But we're not going to do that, so we'll reveal his hand. And then with this section here, you want to be careful with, there's a tab here, so you want to get that off that tab. You fold down, and then you're going to accordion this back in there. Accordion. Y'all guys probably won't know why I think that's funny, but I do. Some of you will. Do the same thing with that one, and then pull this down, and that'll just tuck up underneath, just like so, as you can see. To kind of make this all look kind of flush, which looks really nice. Then with the head, you're going to come forward with the top section, and there he is, transformed, looking pretty awesome looking. Now, some of the things that I want to point out on the KO here. Okay, like I mentioned before, like this section here on the original Takaras, it comes down easily. This doesn't lock into place. It just keeps on moving, as you can kind of see there. Then this section here is supposed to come pop over this. It does not do that. Actually, the way that it came out is it was resting like on top of this, so I actually had to file this down, so that's not going to stick into place. But if I didn't file that down, then it was going to like sit like way up here, and his chest would never be able to get near that peg. So that's something I had to do. And then, like I said, with this hole and that, you can see that it's not as easy as the original, or the one that's official. So there's a couple of problems here. You can see that this is not all the way down. It actually has to lean forward to get that tab to fit in there. I had to sand that tab, or make the hole a little bit bigger so that I could get it in there. And the joints aren't, some of them are okay and some of them aren't. But that's basically, the only KO I have that I can do a comparison with. So wanted to show that to you. Excuse me. Now, the other thing that that I will show you with KOs, if you look here, okay, look at Countach. You can't see a huge difference there, but you can see that the KO is a little bit thinner to where the Takara's bolder. The one that's a dead giveaway is, if we can get it in there, Lamborghini is very thin. Now it's still for all I can see, it still says Lamborghini. I don't know if it's misspelled or anything like that, but it's very thin, like pencil line in there. Well, with the original, it's it's still kind of thin, but you can definitely see that it's bolder. And having all these other official ones, this one's hard to see because it's red. But let me see, red alert. You can kind of see that it's a little bit bolder. It's not as thin as the other one. You can see that the Countach is bolder as well. Now, a couple of things that on Tigertrack that I wanted to point out. As far as his head goes, his head is actually, the bottom part is red alerts, where the top part is sideswiped. So you can definitely tell the top parts, with the ears and everything. And you can see red alerts there where his are kind of just sticking out. So definitely sideswipes there. But with the eyes, if we can see those eyes, they kind of come in to a point and then come right out. So there's actually like a point there where the eyes are. But on red alerts, if you can see that, his like come in and then there's a little down line and then they come out. So there's like another little line there to where they're wider and they don't like squint as much. So that's basically what his are like. There's that little, you come down, the line, and then come out. So they're not, I guess, squinty. I'm not trying to make any jokes here or anything. That's the only way I know how to explain it. But really nice figure. I'm glad I have it. If the Takara decided they wanted to come out with another repaint of this guy, I'd buy it. Have they made improvements on this, or not on this mold, but you grab someone like Wheeljack, which is, oh man, this guy's awesome. Very clean and everything. I think that Wheeljack is a much better mold than the Lambor or Sideswipe mold. But for first attempt, and I think this is a really good one, so I do like it. But anyways, we will get him mounted up. As far as articulation, up and down with the head, side to side. No tilt, really. With the arms, they can rotate here. They go in and out. They rotate at the bicep, bend 90 degrees at the elbow, rotate at the fist. The hand clamp can open. The waist can rotate. The legs go forward, back, out, rotate there, knee bend 90 degrees, and a little bit of foot tilt, not too much though. We get them mounted up, that'll be the end of it. I'm not going to transform them back into Lambor mode. If you want to see that, I've done it 4 other times already. So just kind of a quick look at him. Wanted to point out some of the things that you'd need to know if you were determining whether you want to get this guy, or might be scared you might be getting a knockoff. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hopefully I was able to help you. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.